What's up guys, and welcome to Mason Hendo Plays. Today we have another re-upload of a video game I played on my previous channel, Mason the Brock Henderson. While I'm still working on moving my backlog of videos over to this one, I will continue to upload current Let's Plays on that channel. I also do reviews of TV shows and movies on that channel, and if you want to see me talk soccer, you can check out my other channel, Blues and Stripes. But to try to get caught up as quickly as possible, I'll be uploading 2 videos per day until we get caught up to the present series that I'm on. But with all that being said, let's get to the video. What's up guys, Mason the Brock Henderson here with some more Final Fantasy XVI. So last time out we faced off against Bahamut in an epic battle, probably one of the best ones of the game so far. And then Annabella died, which of course nobody was sad about. And now we've been going around helping our friends, doing the best we can to aid, because apparently Ultima did something with the skies that has caused some big issues. I'm not entirely sure what he did, but it seems like there's been a lot of ether floods, which of course leads to a lot of Akashic. But we are here because at the end of last video, I was looking for the final hunt that we have available, which is going to be another S rank one. And this looks like it's going to be a big boss battle. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be the arena we fight it in. I think it's supposed to be a dragon. Before we get to that, Torgal, you know what time it is. Come here. Oh, give him a little face scratch. I want to give him a treat too, so...
Get it, boy!
Here it is. Okay. Alright. I think I'm ready. The last S tier battle kicked my butt a few times, so we'll see how this one goes. Oh boy. I'm a little nervous. Oh, it is a dragon. Oh, God. Okay, we'll be fine. Right? Svarog. Oh god. Ooh boy.
This beast isn't to be trifled with.
What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Ow.
Too slow.
Let's see, let's target the body actually. And I'm on the head again. Oh my goodness. This...
Nice try.
Target the body! Ow.
Too slow.
Okay. Yeah, I've not played this game for like almost a week, so probably not the best idea to come back into it facing a beast like this. Is there a way to change your target though? I just realized in trying to press different buttons to see if I could change my target, I accidentally used another high potion, so that's fun. I don't understand, because like the little yellow dot is on his body, but it still locks onto the head. Crap. Okay. I timed it well the first 2 times. Oh. I didn't think I was that close, but okay. Almost kind of wonder if I need to go refill on my potions and high potions, because I didn't realize how low I was on those.
First we find Isabel.
No, Clive. First, we find the market merchant, vendor, whatever. And then we check and see what's new. Okay, In Darkness, Hope, and Before the Storm. I own neither of these. And then we come over here.
I think you're carrying enough already.
Wait, what?
Come back again.
How did... What? Does it refill when you die? That doesn't seem right. Okay, second round, here we go. I don't know why I can't switch off of the head, but it's kind of annoying. Oh. Uh-oh. New move, new move, new move. Ow. Crap. Crap.
I failed.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll go again. Oh. Okay. Ow. Oh.
There's a good boy.
Oh no, not this one. Not this one. Okay.
Nice try.
Okay.
Too slow.
Alright. Got that one down the second time at least. Come on, stagger! Stagger! Yes! Okay. Hit. Keep hitting. That's a lot of damage. Uh-oh. 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 Keep dodging. Is that it? That all you got for me? Oh no, not this one again. Dodge that, okay. Dodge that, okay. Dodge that, okay. Oh, I couldn't even see where it was gonna go.
Nice try.
Holy crap. Oh boy. What are you doing? Oh no, not this again. And Red Dawn, are you kidding? Okay, dodge. Keep dodging. Okay. And dodge again. I almost kind of feel like I should go ahead and use this just to get him closer to stagger. And pull. Okay. Doing pretty well. I'm worried he's got one more super move though, because we're not even to half health yet. Ah, why? Okay. Keep on moving. Get out of the way. Okay. Oh, come on. Okay. Oh my god. Starting to just throw like multiple moves at the same time. Oh god. Almost staggered again. Come on.
Nice try.
Almost. Get him. Get him. Come on. There it is. Okay, okay. Okay, I don't know what he's doing. What he's going to do now. Another Blazing Legion. Probably Red Dawn again. Yep. Okay. Just gonna dodge. Just gonna dodge. And do that again, getting closer to half stagger. Okay. Half stagger, there we go. Pull. And I'm about to get the whatever Garuda's thing is that spirals me. Sweet. Okay. Doing pretty well. Doing pretty well. I honestly feel like if we stagger... Oh my god, of course he's got the super move. Oh no. Oh, an embroil. I hate this. Okay. And Red Dawn. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, my butthole is so puckered right now. That's probably too much information for you guys. It's fine. Stagger him. Oh no, I didn't see it coming. Oh, not embroil again. Why? I hate this move. Oh no. Ooh. Ooh. Oh no. Okay. Just stagger him. I can't see him, but stagger him. Why is he up in the air again? He's so close. Why? Oh no! Stagger! Stagger!
Nice try.
Will you? Oh my god! Stop it! Stop shooting fireballs at me! Stagger! Come on. Come on. Come on. We're so close. I don't even know how much health he has left, but just keep hitting him. Oh, okay. Yes. Whoo. And level up. Level 40. It's an orichalcum, a fallen enigma, an amber, and an empty shard. Ooh, that can be traded for gil. Also an amber. Can be sweet. I think a fallen enigma is one of the things that I needed to craft the one belt, maybe? Possibly?
Definitely not to be trifled with.
That's right. But, Torgal, what are you doing hanging out inside of his head? Well, I think that one only took me 3 tries, compared to Atlas, which took me, what was it, 5? This one was not... I don't feel like it was as difficult to dodge his attacks. I think he just hit harder. So if I was slow by even a little bit, I think that's what made this more difficult. Whereas Atlas, I mean, he had a couple of moves that did a lot of damage, but most of his moves, if you got hit, it didn't do that much damage. But he had several that were just difficult to dodge and to time, at least for me personally. But I don't know why I'm running. Let's jump back to Northreach. Okay.
And what can I do for you?
Well, first you can take my... Oh wait, a fallen enigma. Oh, sell that as well. Interesting. I guess I didn't get anything to craft from that battle, did I? And now... You can either buy In Darkness Hope or Before the Storm. Obviously, this one would leave me with hardly any gil, so I think I want to go with In Darkness Hope for now.
You've a keen eye.
I'll come back for the other one later. Alright, Isabel, we've returned. We're here to save the day. Wait, this isn't Isabel?
My lord, milady.
She okay?
Receive the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashik, but different. They've taken so many. I've lost count.
Akashic, but different.
Ultimus thralls. And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh, no. She went to the garrison to ask what they were planning on doing about all this.
Then we'll look for her there.
Well, I hope she's okay. Okay, she's here. She's not been taken or anything.
Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days. What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges.
You tell them.
But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered, or take it up and do what is right.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here, it's all we have. It's all that's left.
What we have left is our lives. Do you really want us to lose them as well?
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk about this over a drink, eh?
A little bit of liquid courage in
I'm
them.
listening.
I'll have a word with him.
Philip.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly. And sought to take matters into my own hands.
It was a noble effort, but I thought you might still need some support.
I'd like you to consider my needs.
What we need to consider is where the creatures came from.
The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air. And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors.
Love that. Oh, Clive, you always think of my needs, Jill. Anyways.
You're a pikeman, yes? What happened?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if they were all right. And a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow. I ran for my life. I never did get to the village.
Leave that to us.
Oh, is this gonna be some of those?
My family.
I don't even know what they are. But
I'm sorry, darling. I
oh
truly
goodness.
am.
That thing, it took off the captain's head. Before we could even draw his steel.
Ooh.
I'm not going back out.
Yeah, so maybe something like the Ultima's minions or whatever they are. Like the leeches and wraiths and stuff.
Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Creatures? Yeah, they came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me, and then they were just gone.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed Moor when... Where's my Joseph?
It's all right. Just rest now.
Joseph is gone. It's
At
okay.
least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for more.
Head for more what? No, it's not time to be making jokes. People are dying. Oh. Well, now I'm wondering if I missed any treasure chests out and about in the other places. That's a great feeling to have. Well, at least it's not anything super important, but some stuff to sell, at least. Alright, here we are at Moor. And it's dead silent with a lot of ether around. It's not a good sign. Oh, treasure chest. Okay, well, we're in the city. I don't know exactly what we're supposed to be looking for, though. Is something just outside the city, maybe?
Clive,
Oh.
look.
Okay.
I see them. With me.
Yeah, I don't understand. It's like, make for more. Okay, I'm in the city. They need to be just outside the city. That's the problem. And you're done.
Should I prime?
No.
Save your strength.
Oh, great. What the? Okay.
It's over.
Done. And what now? Uh-oh. Okay. It's alright. It's alright. It's not alright. Alright, I'm gonna focus on you. Okay, I need to focus a little bit better.
Nice try.
Get down here. And stagger. Oh no! Well, that sucked. Alright, we'll still take him out anyway. And stagger. And smash. There's no problem. A lot of magic dash.
Do you think there are more?
Probably.
There are always more. But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
Then we should let Isabel know.
Jill's like, why do you want to go talk to Isabel again?
You have the town's thanks.
Of course.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, milady. The garrison will be ready.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt. It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. But whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love. And the people I love include the ones standing before me.
Handsome and chivalrous.
Do we need to leave you guys alone for a minute?
Now, if you don't mind, I have sentries to post. Milady.
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems. But it has solved one, and that's one fewer than I had this morning. Thank you again, Clive.
Of course. Always happy to help. And a meteorite.
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least. Let's go and put Otto's mind at rest.
Alright, before I head back, I do want to do a quick look around town. Just because apparently there are some chests that either respawned or just new chests entirely. So I want to make sure I'm not missing anything important. Okay, well I didn't see anything new, so either I missed it or there's just nothing new there that I haven't already found. A new missive. Go check that out. Alright, the new orchestrion roll. In Darkness Hope. What is this? Not bad. I like it. Okay, so what did I need for this again? Stained loincloth and marble flower. So I'm guessing, I mean, the marble flower kind of speaks for itself. I'll have to face some sort of marble on the hunt board, more than likely. Stained loincloth, though. Don't know what that would be from. I'm a little surprised, though, that the battle with the dragon did not give me anything. Alright, new missive. And I'm guessing it's from Isabel. Clive, You have the town's thanks for helping rid us of the thralls, but we are neither of us so naive to think that we have seen the end of their like. Good Philip has taken to seeing that we are prepared should the ghouls come once again calling, but I oft worry the rank of captain has begun to weigh heavily upon his shoulders, just as I imagine the same might be said of you and your burdens. But remember, should the weight ever become too much, you needn't stand alone. Our hearts and arms remain ever open, as do the Vale's doors. Isabel. Yeah, I'll just go visit the Vale, anytime I want to, right, Jill? That's okay, right? You wouldn't have a problem with that. Alright, Desiree, we have a new rank here.
I wasn't expecting you back, so.
Alright, newfound purpose. Since I can remember, I have served none but myself. Turned my back on the world for a handful of silks and a heavy purse. But where's that left me? It's hard to keep joy in one's heart when all those around you are without. Something must change, and that change must start with me, a lonely porter. Well, I guess we gave him that feeling. He didn't even mention us at all, but...
You earned this.
An orchestrion roll and an amber.
All
Go
done?
check that out after we're done talking with Otto here.
Was wondering when you turn up. Had owls from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment? Luck, I suppose.
Also, fast
Any
travel.
word on the rest of the realm? Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So... Right. Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Talia says your brother's awake. Thank you, Otto.
Finally get a chance to talk. Also, maybe find out what happened that night at Phoenix Gate. I'm surprised Ehon's still alive.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
It's a good question.
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess,
You have to let him in?
I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind?
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
You don't
With every
remember what
setting
happened?
sun, I feel my strength wane.
5 years ago?
And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Speaking of sacrifice, time for him to cough some blood.
Joshua.
Clive, it's Gav.
What?
There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Oh. Are we finally going to get to see Canver after all this time?
Well, what's the short of it?
I thought Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
Is he about to join our party?
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Finally learn a bit about
If he stays
Yota.
close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
All right. Sweet. We get to see an older Joshua in action. And it looks like we got a lot of side stuff to do before we head that way. Got some quests at the missive table. We got 3 other quests here, plus some hunts from Nectar. Let's talk to him. How you doing, bud? Okay, only one left. Or only one added, I mean. The Pack. It's only in rank C? Psh, lame. A team of Cursebreakers traveling through Tabor to the fields of Korava were met by a group of hunters from the village, who warned them not to stray too far from the main road. For in a gully not far hence rested a pack of wolves that even such practiced hunters as they would not dare to wake, despite the fine luster of the animals' pelts. Too many of their friends had succumbed to temptation, only to be torn limb from limb. That shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, I'm guessing we'll still need some answers about Yota. We'll still need some answers about, I guess, why is it Ifrit? If Ifrit's the one that's able to control the multiple magics, does that mean there's going to be a point where he can start to use more than fire? Because at the moment, it seems like all he can use is fire.
There's a storm coming, Sid. Will
Shut up.
there be thunder?
Shut up, children. But when I think about it, I mean, he used fire at the beginning because Joshua blessed him with the gift of the Phoenix. So if Ifrit is able to take on all these different elements, it would make sense that he started off only being a dominant of fire. But we've not, I mean, I guess we saw him use earth a little bit in the fight against Titan, but that was only after he drank up all the ether. So I don't know if that really means he's able to use other elements. I don't know. It just feels weird that we've only seen him use fire in all of his battles.
Sid,
surely
you can help me solve a mystery.
I can certainly try. Who's gone missing this time?
It's not who, but what. Mid's scales, the ones she made for her workshop. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, well, they vanished.
Did the kids steal them?
My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared.
I had to smack some kids' heads
Which
around.
certainly means they had everything to do with it.
Allow me to help.
Perhaps a visit from Sid will jog their memories.
I think it just might. Thank you. I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. But if they have, I'll have no choice but to discipline them accordingly. They were in the atrium when I last saw them, as always.
On balance. Well, surely I'm gonna help you. Oh, man. I really can't wait until that moment when I meet a woman named Shirley in real life. So that I can use the Shirley you can't be serious joke, and it makes perfect sense. Okay, no risk and no reward. Ah! Interesting. We actually get battle music here? I don't know why. I wasn't expecting that, just because it feels like all of the music we've gotten so far has been mainly just nice, calm background music. So it's weird to think that we could be playing battle music as we're running through the hideaway. Nothing's going on. We're just sitting there, upbeat music playing. Molly.
Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it.
What?
I need a hand with a recipe.
Whoa. Calm down.
Sure it's me you're looking for? I'm not much of a cook.
I'm all the cook will be needing. Thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of your time, right? Oh, and perhaps your sword. You remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, despite the look of the thing and that awful stench, people wolf it down.
Oh.
So I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces myself. Had a peek at the book and gave it a go, but, well...
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped. Ivan had the same problem.
Yeah, but this is my blooming kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favourites, I suggest you lend me a hand.
I did help Ivan.
I've never been one to play favourites, Molly. And I would be only too happy to lend you a hand.
He says begrudgingly.
What's on the menu this time?
A fried mortress of skyworm.
What?
That's one heck of a name, innit? Recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Thought I'd followed it to a T. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were. At least I hope they're not, given the rancid mess they made.
Ivan said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Who's to say the ingredients even exist anymore?
Wow. That's a question for a scholar, wouldn't you say? Perhaps you know of one?
Perhaps I do.
Kindly old fella who haunts the shelves, maybe?
Sounds
Fine.
vaguely familiar.
I'll go and speak to Harpocrates. Perhaps he'll know something. And if he does, I'll see if I can find your ingredients for you.
You do that. Lest we forget, you've got a reputation to uphold.
Not to be outdone. Moving on.
The hideaway's lost its appetite.
Oh! I noticed we had something new. I'm like, wait a minute, we didn't get any sort of quest finish, so what's the new thing? We have Joshua. Okay, so there's his normal, there's his ashen gray. You know, I actually do like his normal a little bit better. I don't know, the red pants I think is what's throwing me off. I'll stick with his normal for now. Alright, Goots, what do you got for us? An eye for an eye? Ask about the skies. I reckon these skies are not to give anyone the collywobbles. I'm not going to sit around hanging my head and twiddling my thumbs. Did enough of that back in Twinside while you busy fighting that horrible dragon, and then that even horribler one.
But no more.
From now on, I'm gonna do what you lot do. Properly pull my finger out, no matter how much my knees are knocking. Can't have Nan in Blackthorn thinking I'm a great big wet blanket now, can I? Don't you worry about me. You just stick to what you do best, saving the world. Thank you, Goots.
Is everything all right, Goots? You seem more discomposed than usual.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but I'm in a bit of a muddle. Oh, I think Nan might be in trouble, and she's...
It's all right. You can tell me.
There was a trader came by. One of our usuals, like... Said he'd heard some rotten rumours about her down Dallymil Way.
How dare they?
Saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. I mean, she's fond of a chance to make a coin or two, aye, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not the kind who go hurting people who haven't done out. I wanted to ask her about it myself, but I'm scared she'll give us a tongue lashing. She'd never give your tongue a lashing, though, would she?
I mean, she might. There's a very good chance she would. I'm not afraid of a lashing.
Don't worry. I'll speak to her.
Oh, thanks, Clive. You'll let me know what she says, won't you?
Of course. I'm sure it's all just a misunderstanding.
Quest accepted. An eye for an eye. Here we go then. Yes, since she's right here, I'll talk to her before starting the quest at the missives table.
Lady Karen. How's business?
Not nearly as foul as the weather.
You're doing good trade then? Both in and out of the hideaway?
Can't complain. Wait. What exactly are you getting at? Not once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs half a care. But here you are today, raking me over the coals like a bloody popoto.
What's a popoto?
Just asking. Out of interest. All right. I'm here because I was told that certain rumors have been circulating. About you selling weapons to brigands.
He's so hesitant to ask.
Yeah. And who was it who knows me so well as to tell tales of my evil exploits?
I didn't exactly hear firsthand. All I know is that someone in Dallymil has been spreading word to that effect.
And what? You believe it? You think I'm profiting off the blood of innocents, do you? Look, I've done things I'm not proud of. Might be there were a time when I turned a blind eye to the wretchedness of the world so I could line my pocket. But that woman is no more. And you'd know that if you'd ever paid the slightest bit of notice.
You're in the doghouse now, Clive.
I apologize. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
No, it was. No. I reckon you've got better things to do than pointing your do-gooding finger at a poor old woman.
Of course. Good day.
Back to Goots. I'm guessing I'm gonna have to go to Dallymil and deal with whoever's saying all this stuff, more than likely.
I spoke with Lady Karen.
What did she say?
That the rumors were unfounded, and that I was a fool for thinking they might hold any truth, along with some other things that made her feelings clear. And while it sounds like she may have done things she regretted in her past, she says those days are behind her.
Oh, well, that's good. I knew Nan wasn't caught up in out bad. But why would people say she was? What did she ever do to them? It's not right.
No, it's not. But people do things for all sorts of reasons. Perhaps we'll never know.
Well, I'm going to find out. That trader, he said they were all talking about her in Dallymil. So that's where I'm going. I'll find someone who'll tell me, you'll see.
Are you sure that's wise? Whoever's spreading these rumors means Karen ill.
Oh, right. But that's why you'll be coming with me, isn't it, Clive?
Yeah.
I suppose it is.
No surprise there. I'll meet you there. But first, got some more stuff to do around the hideaway here. Like read the missives. A humble request. From Sebastian Rutherford, who is... What is that word? Seneschal? To Lord Byron? Okay. Master Clive, I apologize for this sudden and untoward gesture. Circumstances have forced me to seek immediate aid. There is none other to whom I may turn. Your most esteemed Lord Uncle has presented me with a task most vexing. I fear I am wholly unable to perform to his vaulted expectations, namely due to a marked lack of martial aptitude on my part. To wit, I am but a manservant, not a mercenary. While I maintain the fitness ample to attend to the needs of a manor, to the attending of bandits and back alleys I am sorely ill-equipped. If it please you, my lord, prithee come and see me at Martha's Rest, where I shall proceed to explain my predicament in full. Yes.
Rutherford. Wasn't that the name of my uncle's manservant?
Did you not see his little
Why would he be at Martha's Rest?
title that he signed at the bottom? Smooth like butler. Oh, that's great. Before we head out, we got some more stuff to do here. Alright, Harpocrates, what have you got?
Lawsman Harpocrates. I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind. It's about the book you lent Ivan.
Ah, Valisthea, A Culinary Pilgrimage, a classic. One of my favorites, in fact. The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such marvels in due course.
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and drake's mint.
Ah, so the fabled Sandbrequois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. The descriptions of fried mortress never fail to make my mouth water.
Right, calm down. Tell me
Skyworm is a
what I
somewhat
need.
antiquated name for the wyvern. Their ground livers being the paste from which the mortress is made.
Figured that one.
Dragon livers. How very Sandbrequois.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren, but apparently not. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
Interesting.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the drake's mint?
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance, a herb which grows along the North Reach coast. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone, so I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding them. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life, in which regard fried mortress of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Meaning that if I find one, I find the other. To Northreach, then.
Onward!
Best of luck, Clive.
I must away!
Do save me a bite once the dish is complete.
And now we gotta talk to some kids, bash some heads. So I want to real quickly just talk to Joshua and Jill.
My attendant was with me in the Dominion before I primed. She would have watched the battle unfold and witnessed its outcome. I trust you'll be waiting for me in Tabor, where I can finally introduce you.
Good, because I have a lot of questions.
Taya's right. Your brother is in no condition to travel. That's all I'll say on the matter. It's Mid, Gav, and your uncle we should be thinking about now.
Well, you're not wrong. I just noticed there's something over here to inspect. The history of Valisthean jurisprudence, the Continental Accord. The signing of the Continental Accord marks the beginning of the modern era of Valisthea. Where the realm had once been riven by hatred and mistrust, the Accord built bridges, affecting many of the areas of what realm-wide cooperation that persists to this day. The shared currency, shared calendar, and common system of bearer ownership chief among its epoch-making achievements. Alas, in the years since the Accord signing, many of these old rifts have reopened. It is for us to follow in the steps of our forebears and wholeheartedly endeavor to usher in a new age of peace and unity. Okay. You have anything else?
Back again?
She does
I
not.
do so enjoy our little chats.
What about you,
You
Taria?
know how I feel about this, but your brother's stubbornness knows no bounds. I'm starting to think it runs in the family.
What? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not stubborn. Also kind of curious. I can't talk to him at all, but yeah. I'm really shocked. I honestly thought he was gonna die. Just because, once again, I mean, we've seen multiple instances where Clive absorbs the powers of one of the dominants and then they die shortly after. So as soon as we got Dion's power, I'm thinking, this probably means it's the end for him, but he's still alive for now.
What do you reckon we should do?
All right, kids. Fess up. What'd you do?
Sid! Hard at your studies, I see. And what is that? It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore, it's not. Oh,
And just how long hasn't it been one?
we're sorry.
But we
You're
didn't
gonna be
break
sorry.
them. We dismembered them.
Just like Miss Mididol showed us.
Oh, God.
Miss Mididol? And why would she have you dismembering her creations?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-neer.
Miss Mididol said, the best way to see how something works is to take it apart and put it back together again.
That's actually a really good impression
Well,
of
your
her.
work is already half done. Carry on.
About that.
The taking apart was easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work out.
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then...
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we?
Okay, inspect the scales.
All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Mididol's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces. The body. Its role is to support everything else. But what of the others?
Leave it to Clive to turn this into a life teaching lesson. Do I have to inspect them in any sort of order? Or is it just each of them? I'm guessing I'm just going to go down from the top.
This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right. It looks more like a wing. Like a chocobo wing!
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride one day?
Don't get distracted.
I'll think about it. Now, what do arms do?
Hold things. So wait, maybe this arm holds things too?
Good thinking. You're on the right track.
Alright, now... the pans.
These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens to fry bangers.
And mash?
These aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing stuff. But what if I wanted to weigh Goots? I don't think he'd fit on that little thing.
Probably not.
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold the chains up in turn.
That would be the arms. Now let's look at the gear.
This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Mididol's dungeon is full of them. Most are on the floor.
She puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and round and round and round and...
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that moved?
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then somebody ate it.
Not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
You know what part's supposed to move and how it's supposed to move. So, let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. You see? It's not so difficult.
Easy peasy.
So, now that we've taken stock of the parts and learned what they do, what do you think?
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo. And then the arms hold the pans by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. Ah, all finished.
You've forgotten the gear, though.
Yes! We did it!
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you three engineers who showed me how.
We're not...
That's right.
Done.
We're Miss Mididol's hairs.
Her hairs?
Yeah, hairs for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
What do you think, Sid? Are we almost ready?
With a little more help from Miss Mididol and Miss Shirley.
Wait.
I'd say it won't be long at all.
We didn't put the gear on.
You hear that? It won't be long.
Until then, though, do try to be honest with Miss Shirley.
What about the...
Hey, look! We never used the cogwheel.
Right?
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
Are we just... What? What? We're just done?
Didn't happen to forget anything, did you, Sid?
That's odd.
Will there be...
Alright,
Well,
Shirley.
Did you solve the mystery?
Surely I
It
did.
was as you thought. The children had the scales, or the parts of them at least. They dismantled them to see how they worked.
Oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully she won't. This might even have been her idea. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how busy you are. I shall see that the children are properly punished.
Please, there's no need. Mid seems to have taken the three of them under her wing. She's even calling them her heirs. She'd have them follow in her footsteps. And her father's.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of late?
She's not here right
She
now.
told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva. Is that not true?
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow. But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
Ah, you've given them far more than that. And I'm sure they're very grateful.
But what about the gear? The cogwheel? I'm so confused about that. But at least we have more stuff to sell. And before we hit the road, we will stop by Karen's and sell some stuff.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there.
Oh, I can talk to her.
Well, you can.
An eye for an eye.
Thought you knew better than to put stock in unfounded gossip. What with all the colourful tales attached to your name?
Fair point, but still.
Go on, then.
Okay, sell all of this. Yes. Let's go ahead and refill on
You'll
our
find a better price than
potions and high
that. It'd
potions.
better I'll be here.
Oh. That's odd. That's confusing. Why give me all of these side quests that I have to go complete if you're not going to let me go anywhere else? Oh well. The Krojit Echoes, I'm guessing. A wind-blasted sprawl of bottomless ravines latticed with the colossal flotsam of the people fallen. And it looks like it's going to be close to where Dalamil was. Let's go.